Hello everyone, welcome back to the review of Unit 7, Winter Blues. To give you a review, what we talked about earlier was how many people suffer from SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder. Specifically, we call it the winter blues. And they might feel, down at the dumps, lethargic, no energy, no motivation to go out. And maybe so far as depression. They feel too sad. And part of that, researchers see, is that it's a vitamin D deficiency. Down in the dumps.
Down in the dumps.
Deficiency.
Deficiency.
By staying indoors, staying in darker areas, you're not getting a lot of natural sunlight that actually increases your serotonin in your body, making you feel happier or better. And one thing people turn to if they can't get outside, and it's very quick for serotonin, is carbs.
Yes.
Eating that pizza makes you feel good and you feel happier. It's comfort food where people eat pastas or breads of any kind. But it's a temporary boost to your serotonin. Carb.
Carb.
And doctors who recommend getting at least 20 minutes of outdoor exposure to sunlight. Even if you have to bundle up to brace for the cold, get some sun on your hands or face, get a little into your body, and it might help boost your mood. Now, naturally, if you're expressing or experiencing lots of depression, very severe, you should see a doctor. But if it's more of your run-of-the-mill sadness or lack of motivation to get out of bed in winter, it might just be the winter blues. Bundle up.
Bundle up.
Run-of-the-mill.
Run-of-the-mill.
So, now, I know you live in a different part of the U.S. or had lived. How were winters in that part of?
They were cold.
How cold?
Yeah, so I grew up in Connecticut, and my parents now live in upstate New York.
Okay.
So right on the border of Canada. So in both places, whenever I go home, it's very cold, and it snows quite a lot.
Okay.
But sometimes bad storms, several feet of snow. So yeah, you have to bundle up a lot, even inside, because my dad especially, he didn't like to turn up the heat a lot. Maybe his body ran hot, I don't know, but it was always really cold inside our house.
I see.
So sweaters and
I see.
gloves and all kinds of stuff. We used to sit by the heater.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was lots of bundling up. It was really cold
Okay.
in the winter. So down around 0 Celsius, sometimes quite frequently below. So yeah, really cold. How about in Texas?
We were lucky to get 0 degrees Celsius. I think our winter average is somewhere between 5 to 10. I think that's kind of the average range. And snow, what is snow in Texas?
Recently though, there have been some freak snowstorms.
Freak snowstorms that are so out of the blue and not normal. And I thought it was quite ironic that, the two very extreme seasons of Texas, I was out of the state when that happened. So back in 2013, I was in Eastern Europe, and it was the hottest summer on record.
Oh my gosh.
They had 65 days of over 40 degrees Celsius. It was incredibly hot, and I'm enjoying 20, 25 degrees in Eastern Europe.
Nice. And
then I'm here in Korea, and they have the coldest winter on record and most snowfall on record. So it's pretty crazy, but that's not the norm for sure.
Yeah, no.
So, but I always kind of grew up wanting a winter wonderland, the kind of snowy white Christmas, and I never got that in Texas. But I always saw images of New York and Connecticut and Rhode Island and New Hampshire, all those areas, and it looks so nice and snowy.
It looks nice in the movies, but in reality, you've got a lot of
cold.
ice on the road, or not ice on the roads, but salt on the roads for the ice.
Oh, okay,
and so it turns the snow kind of a brown color, and Yeah, it's pretty in the pictures. In
Yeah.
the movies, but
Or fresh snowfall's pretty, and then the
it's
next day.
less beautiful. Slush, yeah.
Yeah.
It's less beautiful in real life.
Right. All right. Well, that's it for our review. We'll see you on the next one.